I've noticed one thing. The thing that this is very important when people come and when people like stuff. It's very important. And when I was start to speak only language, only English. It was at first it was a bit like a performance and it wasn't easy. But the more people I met who actually supported what I do, the more comfortable for me it became. And now I feel very comfortable and very happy. I don't feel like it's performance. It feels very natural for me. And thanks to my dedication, but people are very important who come and who supports, because without them it's just it's a good thing. It's one of the beauties of the world when you do something that you really like and you feel that people share this. That's very liberating. It gives you incredible feeling. It gives you the inspiration to write new songs. It gives you inspiration to do it, to continue doing this. And the question I'd like to ask you guys, I know about myself and I can speak about myself, but I'm interested in you. When I communicate with you through my songs, eye to eyes, what do you feel? How do you feel? What thoughts it gives you? What feelings it gives you? It's interesting for me to hear.
Well, it's very difficult to express it within minutes.
But please be honest.
То, что я вас отвлекаю, хотел поинтересоваться. Это инструмент?
Yeah, this is the guitar.
Гитара,
Yes.
да. А барабанный инструмент, если вот делаешь барабан, как его обрабатывать? Можете подсказать?
Well, you need to find a master who specializes in it, because I'm a musician. I'm a musician. And I play instruments, so I cannot tell you about it.
Ну все понял.
What do you think, guys? It's important to be honest, because your opinion or honest opinions will make me write better songs and make me connect with people better. Because I can tell you when it's like a very special moment for me when I communicate this with people, because when you just met a person, yeah, or you kind of I'm not talking about you in general, but you met a person, you kind of you need some time to know each other to get better. But this type of communication is beyond this, at least I feel. And when I do this, it's kind of hard to describe what I feel, but I feel very intimate with a person. I think very intimate because it's my music and it's very personal to me. And when I see the eyes of a person while playing a song, it gives me an incredible feeling. It's good. It's hard to describe, but it's very intimate. It's musical. It's personal. It's very personal. And what do you feel, guys?
Well,
do you feel sometimes intimidated, or you feel what feeling? And try to describe it exactly, because the more
awkward, I think it's very difficult for me to look in someone's eyes. So I feel closing.
Closing.
I don't think that I'm open enough to look in someone's eyes directly all the time. It's really difficult.
But I actually, when I communicated with you, it was good eye contact. I enjoyed it.
I don't know. I don't believe.
I enjoyed it. I like that. And I kind of read certain story about you from your eyes.
Well, I would like to hear it, because maybe I don't know something about myself.
Well, let's. What did you feel?
Later.
Well, I'm not very trustful person, so I don't trust people much.
Yes.
And I'm not used to look into people's eyes, because it's very, well, as you said, it's intimate process, and it's very difficult for me.
It's
real.
hard. It's really hard. As far as you mean, it's challenging.
Kinda, because I don't know. It feels like people either want from me.
But excuse me, interrupt you. I mean right now, particularly this moment, musical moment, not general, just this moment.
all the same.
yeah?
I feel like
A little bit
either
intimidated.
people want from me like something that I can't give, or try to like trick me somehow because I don't trust people.
You know, I understand what you're speaking about, and I'll give you an example. I'll give an example. I used to have a couple of relationships with women, and I felt like I didn't trust a person, and because I didn't trust a person, I wasn't completely honest with the person, and it taught me we broke up because of this, and then I talked with a friend of mine, just talked about this, and then I had feeling for a certain person, and I honestly told the person how I felt. I didn't care if she likes me or not. I just wanted to tell her how I felt. And honestly, I described what I felt honestly, and what it gave me, I felt very, very good because she answered me, and it felt so good because I was completely honest about it. I described what I felt, and I didn't care actually whether they liked me. Well, I cared of course, but you know, it was a good experience for me because I understand we're kind of protective sometimes, and it's okay. But when you express yourself completely honestly in person, and if a person responds, there is a very cool bond that comes. And now I kind of communicate with one person. I completely honest and vulnerable. Vulnerable means uязвимый. Yes.
We know.
Yes, and it's important because when you're vulnerable, I'm not giving any advice. I'm giving you my experience. Yes. And that's kind of, we write back, I met a person, girl, and it's so incredible feeling when you be vulnerable and a person like understand this and like doesn't hurt you or something, just gives her opinion, and it's such a good feeling. I haven't had this experience before, but I understand you because I have certain people, like I know certain people with who I never will be like this intimate, like as far as, and it's okay because you need to trust the person. But I'm just telling you my experience, and it was great. And I think if you are vulnerable, you're gonna get hurt. You're gonna get hurt because people like hurt other people. But if you never kind of open up, you're not gonna be happy ever. So it's kind of you need to trust a person, but yeah, you need to trust a person, of course. But it feels good. I'm giving you like my experience, and it's like I was working like the day yesterday in my home studio. Just I wrote. I didn't care even if it's girlfriend or boyfriend type of things. I just described what I felt, and it's good. It's incredible. I never felt like this, and I'm kind of right now I'm hated because of this. And I think it's good. Of course, it's it's just my experience. But I understand you guys because I had a person, close person to me, who I was speaking to about my ideas, very personal ideas, and who told me very mean things during like creative process, and I didn't like it, and it's kind of I had certain scars because of this, because you're kind of very vulnerable and people do this, but it took me 3 or 4 years to get over this place because this is a very close person to me, and he told this 3 or 4 years, and I was thinking, why is it so long? Yeah, and I'm more calm to this person right now, but I was asking myself why it's so long. And I think partly because I had certain idealistic picture of the world, but it's also important because this picture allows us to create things, certain things. So it's really personal. My experience was this after I had this talk. I think if I've never had this talk, honest talk, and if I wasn't being hurt, I wouldn't be so more free right now. And I don't kind of like ask. Obviously, if you see person, like some people are jerks, like, and they like hurt people. That's you need to be selective, like in people. But once you kind of find a person who you can trust, it's so important to be vulnerable. Again, I'm not given any advices because.
Let's just say I'm in the process of recovering.
Hmm?
I'm in the process of recovering.
How long was ago this was?
It was like last autumn.
Last autumn.
Yeah.
Is it like family thing or relationship?
It's None of them.
None of them.
Yeah, so I would tell this story, but
friend.
not for camera.
Oh, it's fair enough.